Hello. So today we'll be discussing some questions from GS paper 1 of 2022 UPSC mains. The first question, how will you explain the medieval Indian temple sculptures represent social life of those days? The question is very simple and straight, just need a visualization in mind. They are asking us about how the social life is portrayed in temple sculptures. So like we may not be knowing about any points from this question, we may not have studied in this manner, but you just imagine these are generalistic questions, right? So just close your eyes and just think about the people of those times. That means the life of those people should be portrayed in the sculptures. So what all things we can write as points? Okay, there are people, what are their occupation? Okay, there may be farmers, there may be traders, there may be fishermen or artisans, handicrafts, whatever. Then what are they wearing? Okay, they might be wearing some with some sense of fashion, right? They might be wearing some jewelry, bangles, necklaces, some kind of special types of turbans or saris or whatever you can write about that. Then what are they doing in their free time? Okay, what are their entertainments? You can portray about the dancers, the music instruments kind of thing, or any kind of street plays, you can write about that. Then what all things, what is their like family status, what are their interpersonal relationship? Okay, how do the family scenes are portrayed? Then since it is a society, there can be like mythology, right? In every society, even in our society, there are myths and belief systems. So is there any myths associated with them? Like you can talk about the depiction of Ramayana, Mahabharata kind of stuff. Then about the eroticism in Khajuraho temple, you can definitely see whenever a question about medieval temple is being asked, Khajuraho is an unmissable element. You cannot afford to miss Khajuraho because it's very famous and we know that point, right? So why erotic sculptures are portrayed in Khajuraho? Because they are connecting the physical relationship as holy and they are connecting it with spirituality. So you can definitely write about that. Then it's a society, right? So we talked everything about the people and their belief systems, their family, everything. Then since it is a group of people being governed, who is governing them? You can talk about the social hierarchy, okay, that being depicted. That maybe kings might be at the higher level and then lower people will be at the lower level, and the portraying will be depicting all these details. Then about, since we talked about kings, okay, king cannot sit without any war, right? So you can talk about the wars and combat, etc. Then you can talk about the architecture. Definitely when you are talking about any of the kings that we study in the history, we know that they will be like promoting some architecture. So you talk about that and your answer will be done, okay? And you can say that, okay, because of all these stuff, these particular medieval Indian temples are actually a textbook of history, right? You can talk about that because we get to know about the life of those people from these kind of sculptures in the medieval Indian temples, right? Fine. So let us go through the answer. So we'll be writing a beautiful intro about that. Okay, medieval Indian temples, though it is meant for religious purposes, it is having some other purposes like portraying life of the society, their daily life, what do the people do, what was their social hierarchy kind of thing. So it serves as an archaeological specimen as well. So you can write about that thing as an introduction. Then what all things they'll be portraying? They'll be portraying the daily life activities of people, okay. Then you can quote examples, okay. Just remember a few example names, okay, of those period and you'll be done. In Sun Temple of Konark, okay, Odisha, Konark Temple, there are carvings of fishermen, farmers, traders, etc. You just study some examples of some general examples from different famous temples. So and you can use that in any other answer from the history part, okay. When they are asking about culture or society kind of thing, then yeah. Konark Sun Temple shows the depiction of lives of people like fishermen, farmers, and day-to-day activities, their economic life, etc. Then, as I told, like about their entertainment, you can talk about the Chola temples in Tamil Nadu. There are sculptures of Bharatanatyam dancers. Obviously, dancers means there will be music as well. So, traditional music instruments like Mridangam, Veena. At that time, there is no electric guitar or violin, right? So, Mridangam, Veena kind of thing. So, it shows the importance of classical art in South Indian culture. Okay, that means in the South Indian region, how the society was living, that is seen as a part of this thing in the sculptures of Chola temples. Then fashion and aesthetics, okay, what is being depicted, what are they wearing, okay. saris, turbans, and jewelry like necklaces, etc. These are portrayed as a part of the clothing styles of the people, and you can see the examples of these kind of sculptures in the Ajanta and Ellora cave temples in Maharashtra. Then you can write about the interpersonal relationship. That means their family relationship. In Khajuraho, you can see as a part of the erotic drawings, you can see not drawings, erotic sculptures. You can see like the various stages of courtship. Courtship means what? The relationship between a man and woman before marriage, and then their family scenes. Everything is depicted. So this intimacy in personal relationship, that is, if that is portrayed in that particular sculpture, that means that was practicing in that particular society. Okay. Otherwise, from where will they take these examples? Then mythology and society. You can, if you are talking about you just remember this example of Ramappa temple in Telangana. It shows the Ramayana and Mahabharata image. Then how can you connect it with the society? Because the characters in Ramayana or Mahabharata are depicted in a manner that they will be dressing in the way the people of those society were dressing. That means all the characters will be having dresses similar to that particular medieval Indian society. In that way, they are depicting it. Okay, so that reflects the society's contemporary styles and values. So by seeing the like Mahabharata and Ramayana sculptures, we can see, okay, how the people of those society wore dresses. Which society? The medieval Indian society, because the characters will be dressing in the way of medieval Indian society, like a society people's like style. Then eroticism and spirituality, definitely they are through the erotic sculptures in Khajuraho temples of medieval India. They are connecting these particular spiritual and corporeal. Corporeal means what? The physical relationship. Spiritual and physical relationship, both are connected. That means through this physical relationship you can attain the moksha or liberation. That is being said. Okay, because moksha is the final goal of Hindu philosophy, and that could be attained through this corporeal or physical relationship. So that is the inner theme of the Khajuraho temple erotic sculptures. You can talk about that. Then social hierarchies and norms. What are the social hierarchies and norms? That means like how the society is being governed, right? So you can see how you can know somebody is king, because his statue will be majestic. Okay, and deities, okay, those who are like god-like figures, their statues will be majestic and better adorned. Then there will be smaller figures of common people, attendants, etc. So you can differentiate the royalty, divinity from the common people. This is better depicted in the Brihadeshwara temple in Tanjavur. Okay, we studied this as a part of the Chola kings. Then war and combat. Okay, king means war. Okay, so Hoysala temples, we know a medieval Indian kingdom was Hoysala kingdom. Their Hoysala temples in Karnataka display intricate carvings of warriors. They will be riding on elephants, horses. Just visualize this thing in mind, right? Okay, king means they will be riding on elephants and horses for doing war, etc. Then showing martial traditions of the time. Okay, the people will be ready to die for the king. Okay, so that will be nicely depicted in that particular sculptures. Then architectural details. Definitely, king will be promoting better sculptures. Every king will be promoting better sculptures and buildings, etc. The best example is Virupaksha temple in Hampi. It's a very interesting tourist destination. So it shows the distinctive buildings like Rengamandapa. That means it's a pavilion, the dance pavilion kind of thing with intricate carvings. So, like apart from that, we can see that this particular temple, the Virupaksha temple, is located close to the Tungabhadra river, and this show the importance of geography and temple construction. Okay, they have like built in that particular location for a particular reason. Okay, so that's the thing. So there will be a connection between the particular geography and building and aesthetics, etc. So that will be evident why they have constructed that a temple near the Tungabhadra river or any river. So what is the meaning? Okay, what's the utility of that? So these things will be evident from these particular temples. So in a sense, how can we conclude? These sculptures and carvings on them serve as a historical document. Okay, there will be cataloging, okay, or listing out the multifaceted aspects of the medieval Indian society. So this will be helping modern researchers and enthusiasts to connect with the nuances of the bygone era, okay, and provide like information about the beliefs, values, and practices of those times, or the context of these beliefs, values, and practices, why they were being practiced, kind of thing. You can get to know. So this is all about the first question. In the next video, we will see the next question. Thank you.